Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Yolanda Elmi Guvtaviani for 6BC class. In this occasion, I would like to summary the material of writing for. The first material is the topic sentence. A topic sentence is a sentence that expresses the main point of a paragraph. Everything else in the paragraph should relate to the topic sentence. It means that before you make a paragraph, you have to make the topic sentence first to make the paragraph more perfect. And the things that you describe in the whole paragraph must relate to the topic sentence that you write on the first sentence. So the topic sentence usually is put in the first sentence or in the first paragraph. So it's better to us to make the topic sentence good to make the paragraph also perfect. The second is develop the topic sentence. It means that the develop to the topic sentence is to describe the details of what is discussed on the topic sentence in two paragraphs and describe the topic sentence more specific. So after made a topic sentence, we have to develop the topic sentence in two paragraphs. So the paragraph itself the consists of the three consists of the three. The first is introduction, the second is main idea, and the last is conclusion. So the three of them must relate to the topic sentence that we made. The next is essay. So for making a good essay, there are some steps. There are some steps of it. The first is for the preparation for writing an essay itself. In preparation, there are three steps. The first is define the topic. So before making an essay, we have to know the topic that we want to write, that we want to write in this essay. And the second is do a research. After we decide the topic sentence or the topic in the essay, we have to do a research in order to make the essay more accurate. And the third is make an outline. So before making an essay, it's better for us to make an outline of the essay in order to make us easier in writing the essay itself. The second is writing introduction. So in writing introduction, there are two steps. The first is make a topic sentence. So after we decide the topic sentence, for the example, like the topic is about the educational. So about the education. So in writing introduction, we have to make a topic sentence based on the topic that we wanted to make. After that, we make the thesis. The thesis itself is uh, basically is put after the topic sentence. And the third step is writing main body. And the last is writing conclusion. So after we write the main body of the essay, we have to write the conclusion itself. The next topic is make background in research. So before we made a background in research, it's better for us to create an outline first. There are two parts in this outline. The first is general statement, which consists of paragraph. So if the background of your research consists of three paragraphs, so in general statement must have paragraph the three paragraph. And the second outline is the thesis statement. In the thesis statement consists of the problem formulation of the research, the purpose of the research, and the benefit of the research. The next topic is comparative writing. And comparative writing is divided into two. The first is comparison signal words and contrast signal words. In comparison signal words, there are some words such as similarly, likewise, also, to, as, just as, and, both, blank blank blank, and this comparison signal words is used for those who want to describe the things that are similar. And in contrast signal word is divided into two. The first is contrast signal words concession or unexpected result. The function of this contrast signal words concession is to indicate that the information in one clause is not the result you expect from the information given in the other clause. Such as however, nevertheless, still, although, even though, but, though, yet, in spite of, and so on. The second is contrast signal words or direct opposite. It has a function to show things that are opposite. So if you want to describe the things that are opposite to each other, it's it's better for you to use these contrast signal words, such as however, in contrast, in by comparison, on the other hand, on the county, while, but, differ compared, and so on. Move on to the next topic, which is summarizing. Summarizing means giving a concise overview of a text's main points in your own words. A summary is always much shorter than the original text. For making summary, there are some steps such as read the text. So before we summary a text, we have to read the whole text first, and then break the text down into sections. To make a summary, we have to break the text down into sections in order to make us easier writing the summary itself. The third is identify the key points in each section. The next is write the summary. And the last is check the summary against the article. So after we write the summary, it's better for us to recheck the whole summary again to make sure that our summary that we wrote is already good enough. The next topic is paraphrase. So there are some steps to paraphrase a text or an article. The first is start your first sentence at a different point from that of the original source. So paraphrase doesn't mean that we copy the whole text. It means that we have to make the point of the text into a different words. And the second is use synonyms or words that mean the same things. For the example, like the word beautiful, we can change it into the word pretty. And the third is change the sentence structure. For the example, like from the active sentence to the passive active voice to the passive voice. So the last is break the information into separate sentences. To make us easier to write a paraphrase, it's better for us to break the information into separate sentences. The last topic in writing for is quotation. Quotation. And there are some ways of incorporating other people's idea. The first is a direct quote and an indirect quote. A direct quote or a direct quotation is the exact words taken from an original source and used in a second piece of writing. So we just copy the statement of some experts of someone, and can it called as a direct quote. And for an indirect quote or indirect quotation is the idea or fact taken from an outside source and used in a second piece of writing. The student uses his own words, but the idea or facts comes from the original source. So we in this quote we can't copy the whole statement of the expert. We have to make our summary itself. So it can be called as an indirect quote as long as the point that we state the point that we write is from the original source. I think that's all about the summary of the material in writing 4. Thank you for a great attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.